Hi, everyone. Hello, shifters. Welcome to my shift show. My name is Lori. Thank you for joining me. And I am here to share with you today my shift that I had this morning. And my shift was that I often feel overwhelmed in stillness. And that was very interesting for me to kind of tease apart. So there are a few areas in stillness where I become overwhelmed. And the biggest by far is my overwhelm when I feel loved. I was really taken aback by when I sit in stillness, if I'm meditating or if I'm just sitting in my car in quiet, I drop the kids off. I don't know if any of you moms relate, but I don't listen to the music anymore in my car. I don't. I used to blast music all the time. And when I drop those kids off at school, everything's off. And it's like my own little sanctuary for my drive home. Anyway, tangent. But what I have discovered about myself that when I sit in those stillnesses and I allow love coming to me, whether it's my love of my family, the love of the universe, the love of someone that I have helped by sharing my journey, I become very overwhelmed with that. So much so that I put up something that's like that pushes back against it. So I thought today, this is quite a shift to have this awareness that when I am presented with love, and sometimes so much, my heart just feels like it's going to explode, I want to resist it and discount it. Or it's just connected to, do I deserve this? And absolutely, I deserve it. You all deserve it. It was just interesting to me that I've felt that resistance before, but I never stopped to think about it. And how fascinating is it to have an awareness that when love comes to you, the first thing you want to do is resist it. I'm sure there's a lot there for me to unpack, but I wanted to share that with you today in case you feel when you're presented with love and it's overwhelming you when you're sitting in stillness and thinking about that love, when it's overwhelming to you and everything in you wants to resist it and you're not sure why, I invite you to sit there a little bit longer, maybe crack out your journal, maybe draw something, connect with song, meditate, absolutely, and see what comes up for you, see what's underneath that. And another thing, another area that overwhelms me when I'm in stillness, when I allow ideas to come in and I just let them flow, I get overwhelmed with the amount of ideas that I have and the amount of ways that I want to help the world and the amount of ways that I want to share all these things that go through my head. I become so overwhelmed that I don't know what to do with it all. How do I do that? How do I allow this creative flow to happen and still be productive? That's kind of where I'm at in my shifting journey here. How do I allow my creative flow to happen without feeling like I'm a squirrel running from, one thing to the next, one nut to the next nut, like I sometimes feel like my flow turns me into a squirrel, one thing here, one thing there. What do I do next? What do I do next? And I felt that I kind of don't complete something. This is all just coming out as I'm chit-chatting with you. I want to see things through. And I do, but I'm always like, what's next? Squirrel, what's next? And I think maybe what's next for me is sitting still and not going towards what's next, not jumping into the next creative process, not creating another course. I don't know. It's possible. I'm just allowing everything that's coming through me now to come out to you in hopes that maybe you relate to it and maybe it will inspire a shift within you. I love the creative flow that comes through me. You have no idea what kind of ideas that I have. I would love to create a community that I can share my shifts with and inspire others. And I have that already, by the way. Join my Facebook group. It's called Life with Purpose. Instead of these 10-minute Facebook lives, I go in there once a week and I spend 30 minutes just talking, usually with myself, or I invite group members to come on with me and we talk about something to help them shift if they're called to do so. And if you're interested in that, there's a link at the top of my business page. Just click visit group and it'll take you right there. But I want to do so much more. I want to write a book. I want to have a 4-hour workday so I can focus on all these other craft things that I love to do. I would love to create a business that helps people who have lost a loved one or reorganize their house. That's inspired by Marie Kondo. I would love to help people who have lost loved ones reorganize their home and do it in a slow, loving way. I love organizing things. I would love to create something to help patients that have fibromyalgia deal with their pain by teaching them mindfulness skills and helping them with Reiki and hiring yoga teachers and therapists and massage therapists. I would love to create a wellness center for fibromyalgia patients to just help them deal with that pain that they have to endure on a daily basis. So many wonderful things, but it overwhelms me when I'm in the stillness. Whew. I guess the next step in the shift is to allow the overwhelm. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to pour it all out on paper and see what comes to fruition. Maybe all of those things will, and maybe none of them will. And that's okay. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. My name is Lori, and this is my shift show. If you found value in this conversation, please share it out. I'd appreciate that. Whether you're on YouTube or Instagram or my podcast, I appreciate you spending the time with me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.